Day two of our coverage here at the Orlando, Florida Regional for the 39th BullShooter Annual World Tour here. Danny, we had a lot of fun covering yesterday's events. Can you talk to us a little bit about what we saw?
Yeah, we did. It was a great time, some great matches, great darts, and of course the pick, Alex Spellman coming through. He really didn't have any hiccups throughout the whole tournament. He played well, he wins, and he'll be at the BullShooter Invitational.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that. We saw a lot of the Florida boys do well. Austin Braswell also making a deep run in there as well. But honestly, the ladies that we saw yesterday and watching that bracket, watching the Taylor Thaxton, Caitlin Myers matchup, and seeing Paula Murphy on the board, Marathon McGee. I mean, we were spoiled on the ladies' front, weren't we?
We were spoiled, especially the mirage of women, of Floridians, right? Caitlin, Meredith, Paula, second, third, and fourth, but it was Ohio, Taylor Thaxton coming through.
Yeah, and we're spoiled. We always talk about how Florida has some of the best females in the dart game, and while that obviously rang true positionally speaking, I mean, Taylor was just thoroughly impressive, and she, we talked about it time and time again, but her statement of, I'm going to do better, I'm going to pick up my game, it's obviously paying off. She's doing something right, and, that leading into today, Caitlin Myers, Taylor Thaxton were opponents playing in the Queen Seat and the finals. Now they're partners today.
Yeah, it's always good to see your pro doubles or women's doubles, your partner in the finals, and they're going to mesh well, right? So you expect them to kind of make a run today as well. Hats off to Caitlin Myers, man. Came back, got one of the dips, didn't get the double dip, but she played well. And Taylor, like we talked about her all day, she did what she was supposed to do, and she came out on top. Looked cool, calm, and collective, and she wins.
Now, looking forward to our coverage today. We're going to be getting a lot of the ladies' doubles. We're going to get a lot of the Pro-Am, and hopefully maybe a little bit of the Am doubles after. But with the Pro-Am, it's always fun, right? You get to see those top-tier talents kind of coaching, that next generation, those amateurs, right? So like me with you in the commentary booth.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the first time that actually, no, I'm the pro there too, so it really doesn't matter. So, yeah, the Pro-Am out in darts, whether it's you and I, Pro-Am in the commentary booth. Guys, you have me all weekend. That's what matters.
And you're going to see us there on the mic. Let's go ahead and get into the matches here, Danny.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Back and better than ever for some more great darting action. Day two here over in Orlando, Florida. I'm Nick Teixeira, joined by my good friend in comms, Danny Baggish. Danny, how you doing today?
Welcome back, Nick. Looking forward to a great day of action. Yesterday it was absolutely wonderful. Great matches all around, whether it was the women, the men. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens today.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at some great matchups. And to look at what we are seeing here to start us off today, we do have the Dynamite Divas on the dartboard. That is going to be Georgina and Anna going up against Double Trouble, Bianca and Tiffany here.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with them, but I know you are. You were playing a mix with one of them, correct?
Yeah, that is correct. So on the Double Trouble team, Bianca Gentry, we played in the Pittsburgh PA Regional. Actually, this was 2 years ago, I believe now, 3 years ago. So we played together out there. I've played mixed trips with her and our other friend Justin plenty of times. And Tiffany Honeywell, her partner, has actually played with my dad in a couple tournaments as well. So they've been long-standing partners for on and off for 15 plus years throwing, and gonna be very comfortable throwing together.
Yeah, and the team of Georgina and Anna, a couple locals here from Lakeland and Winter Haven area. So this is gonna be a good match. I like to see who wins this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And to let you guys know, the women's format is going to be that combo format that we're going to be seeing. And then we're also going to be covering the Pro-Am on our other stream board today, and then maybe a little bit of the Am doubles as well.
I like the throw of Georgina. It's pretty straightforward. Leans in a little bit, and I think a matter of time before she gets better.
Yeah, it's very interesting to watch the variety of forms that we'll kind of see in the ladies' doubles, because they all have these different little idiosyncrasies that are so fascinating, and what really makes their throws unique. And there was a pretty clean action overall. She kind of just brings it right back and straight on forward.
Yeah, she's a great player. She's getting better as she goes. A shout out to Chris and Cindy as well. They, mom and dad, they play as well. So yeah, good family, good people, and good dart players.
Great dart players, even.
You just had to say that because I said good.
Yeah, want to one up you.
Nice.
We're
I
starting off
appreciate
today
that.
right, guys.
Yeah, I appreciate that already. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see if we can beat yesterday's viewers as Georgina is staying on that. Don't do it again, girl. Don't do it again.
Yeah, no, it is important to remember freeze rule is in play here. So that is a factor that these ladies are going to be considering as far as just bringing the score down sometimes and debating when to tee up a bullseye versus getting all the way down to the very end of the score line.
Yeah, I agree. And Georgina, this whole leg has been throwing the 19s, obviously feeling more comfortable throwing the 19s rather than the bullseye, and it's showing that it's paying off.
Yeah, right now, not really getting too much pressure as you can see Tiffany a little bit of a ways back there. So even if Bianca does return, she will be frozen. All she can do is bring it down.
Yeah, she was going to go for 6 bull there, Anna was. She started on the 18 at 74. I would have liked to see her start on the 20 or the bullseye there, but like you said, it's not going to matter as of right now. Georgina just needs to shoot the bullseye this time. You know what I mean? She has to.
I wouldn't go trip 19. You're right, Danny. She's going to try to get this done here. It is open out as well. Important to note there. Bullseye. You went 19.
It's magnetic into the 19.
Yeah, they're free right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, you're just trying to set it up so you can get a clean dart. 15, 16 there, 10, not 10, 11 for 20. What doesn't really matter the exact big single here. You just got to hit one big number.
Yeah, and she's going 1 double 15. All right.
Wonder if she knew it was open out when making that decision. Some people don't even like going for the big single sometimes. I get it.
Yeah, you know what? It's tough. You know, sometimes when you just feel like you're that good, you just want to shoot the double. You know, and we're just going to go with that. We're going to go with that.
We're spinning it.
Yeah. Or we're just going to say she was shooting the 20 and just happened to hit the 1.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And it's going to go straight at the double 17. Hopefully she shoots it a little high or just goes straight at it.
Yeah,
like that.
With the open out, right, that's the times where you do want to go high, aiming at like a 17 and 19, one of those odd ones over there. But looks like they will get the first leg for the Dynamite Divas.
And you know what's great about this game, Nick?
What's great about it, Danny?
In that game, she's okay to go in at the double. It's okay to go for the double in that leg.
Are we getting into it? Can we talk?
Yeah, because in this leg, I don't want to see anyone go for the double.
Oh boy, I just want to get you and Mike Maloney to do like a public debate on doubles. I would love it.
No.
Like
I like
Facebook
Mike.
Live?
Nope. I like Mike. We're obviously business partners. We're good friends, and I think that would ruin both. So we're going to stay away from that. As this is interesting because obviously Georgina likes the bottom of the board.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked that she nails the triple 20 anyways. I would like to see her either let Anna start or start on the 19s.
It's so tough, right? Because you like the 19s, you like the bottom of the board, but if you get an opportunity to shoot at the open 20s going second in cricket, you can't pass it up either. It's too tantalizing. You can see Tiffany here with her throw. I know she's taken a step back from the game. I believe she actually just had a kid not too long ago. She has a little bit of a twist in her arm as when she releases, and that's kind of where some of those inconsistent variables seem to be coming from. Normally, when her action's going well, it's normally just a more traditional snap right forward.
Sure. Well, we know when you take time away from the game, it does affect a lot of things. First off, congratulations to her, and second off, darts is just darts. It's a muscle memory game. She'll get back to it.
Absolutely. Bianca's also one of those cases where she was, 15 years ago playing at an extremely high level, 10 years ago or so, I should say, and then had a medical situation happen where it kind of backtracked her progress, and she had to kind of almost relearn how to play and get the muscle memory back. And it's been an uphill battle, but she feels like she's starting to get to the other end of it nowadays.
Have you had the uphill battles of darts? Because ever since I've known you, ever since I slapped you around 7-0 on your birthday. I don't know if your game has gotten better or not. I don't pay attention.
I mean, I think it's pretty solid right now. Listen, I'm a 4-0 and a 33. I'm happy with those numbers. If I actually had this conversation the other day. If this all ends tomorrow, I would actually make a run at it. I would try to push to that level because I just love the game. I want to be involved in one way or another, but there's no reason to make the push when right now I can make the push to make sure everyone sees darts on their screens.
And make great decisions, like sitting next to me and commentating. So, listen, you're already on the right track.
Constantly since doing it.
This is great news for you. As Bianca. Oh, she put the first one in there. Wanted to follow it in with at least one more. Has to settle for the 3 mark, and Georgina should be going straight at the 18 here. If she misses, she might go point.
Goes over to the point first and kind of gets away from her on the first dart. She has the X on it, so she's probably thinking, let me defend my number a little bit here. You know, at this point, it's one of those things where you just have to continue to, you know, put the foot on the throat a little bit here and make it feel really more like the double trouble's in trouble.
Sure, and that's a great comment there, because we're going to see back and forth, and we have to understand that the strategy, depending on who we're watching, is going to be a little different than some. So I do not mind that throw at all.
Yeah, not in the slightest. We're going to see here. Now Anna should definitely take a look. She does take a look. Good on the wire. Takes advantage of it, too.
17.
Solid stuff. And no, Anna's looking like, out of all these females right now, individual form, I would say she's looking pretty strong.
Yeah, and I remember when she first started playing in her early years. I say that she's still young, but she's come a long way. She's come from someone that obviously is a beginner to someone that can put up that 3-5 range on a consistent basis.
Yeah, which is great to see. And the development of the women's game right now has just been going in such a positive direction. It's just curious. I mean, we talked about in the opener. We talked about the Taylor Thaxton, Caitlin Myers duo, but just seeing these ladies continue to develop these talents, these new names on the scene, and more names getting out there, phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Who am I?
Danny Baggish?
That's whack, Nick. Just the 1 mark there from Tiffany. Struggling a little bit this leg, but she looks to right the ship next though there. Anna's going to look to just try to close this out. She wants to move to the 16. And there's the 5 mark. Nice 5 mark by Anna. Taking control of this leg, taking control of the match. And it looks like the curtain's coming down on the team of Biancasaurus Rex.
Yeah, admit, I don't like nicknames. It's a pretty good one.
That's not a bad nickname. That is a bad nickname. That is not a bad nickname.
I got what you were going for.
Yeah, that is not a bad nickname. I apologize. It's early, guys. It's 10:44. I haven't had my coffee because I don't drink coffee. But we'll get it right.
That we will, and appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in for us for the start of our coverage today. Match number 1 of many.
Cody McVeigh in the chat. So Cody is Anna's other half.
Okay, very nice. Love to see that. Love to see all the different people tuning in. We got Uncle Tony in the chat as well. We got ESPN athlete Kevin Luke in here.
ESPN athlete Kevin Luke. That's I mean, it's just funny to see or hear ESPN athlete. You know what I mean?
Pretty fun to say.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I'm just upset because I haven't, as Anna closes it out and wins this match 2-0. Dynamite Divas moving on to the second round. Well, did they get a bye the first round?
So Dynamite Divas actually did not get a bye. They won 2 straight so far. Double Trouble had a bye and then lost. So they're on the round 3.
Round 3 as we switch it over to it looks like James Strickland and Raz is throwing. Listen, guys, when you see Raz throw, he hits some stuff. It's just awkward. It's just awkward, but it works for him.
We know Raz pretty well here, so we're gonna kind of razz him up a little bit here.
No pun intended.
Pun intended.
Very much so. Robert Mitchell. So it's James Strickland and Robert Mitchell, which is a pretty good team. As Robert's going to look to bang in the 9 mark here, and he does.
Ooh.
Huge 9 mark by Robert Mitchell. Playing Jesse Gore and Raz. Five mark by Jesse. Strickland here, he's a very fast player, guys. If you blink, you're going to miss it.
I blinked.
And you missed it. Unlucky.
A pretty interesting affair. Of course, the pro-am side of this that we're going to be looking at here, all cricket, so it's going to be a little bit of a more drawn-out affair, especially with the winner side being a race to 3. So you're going to see some of these battles can get really intense. I mean, we saw a 1,000-point Alex Spellman game yesterday in the singles, so imagine when that can get happening in doubles here.
Yeah, and that blank by Raz there might come back to hurt him if Mitchell can close the 19. Goes back to the 15. I would have tried to shut that down there, especially losing the first leg. Oh, this is the third leg. Just kidding. And it's a race to 3.
And it's a race to 3, yes. So
nice fight, Mark.
Fun fact, Danny Baggage just read the scoreboard, guys. If you guys are curious where we're at in the match, you can read the scoreboard too.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's amazing technology these days, my man.
Oh, absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it. We're going to be having a good day here.
The right. And I have a feeling if he just turned that hat over just a little bit, he'd straighten out.
You think that the hat might be?
Yeah, you know,
the aerodynamics.
Yeah, if it's a little crooked. You know, it's his style though, so it works for him.
It's bold to call that style. Look at this.
You won't hit another one, Robert.
Oh, that's bare minimum, right? He needed 5 to get the point lead back. This definitely complicates things here. Jesse's going to have to start considering, hey, how much do I need to hit these 19s? How many do I need to hit? I don't like the look at the bull there at all until you find at least the treble.
Yeah, I don't either. That's especially with James coming up. James is more than capable of hitting 2 bulls and a 19 here. Nah, you got to stay on the bull, and he doesn't. Yeah, I would have stayed on the bull. Raz needs 2 bulls. He is struggling a little bit this leg, but it's tough to say that he's not going to hit the 2. That's an unlucky dart. And there it is, blocks it.
Yeah, the last one was definitely underthrown a little bit there. You can see kind of got excited at the second position one, just immediately follow that dart. 1 bull needed. Which team hits it? Team RJ does.
Yeah, so 2-1 for Team RJ. Gore and Raz going to be starting this leg. Looking to tie it up and go to a last leg decider, which we had plenty of yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, so many of them went down to the wire, and honestly, that's the best kind of matches to watch, right? The ones that really go. Don't get me wrong, sometimes a 3-0 is entertaining. Sometimes a 3-2 is even more.
Agreed. Oh, only a 1 mark by Jesse, and that should be punished by Robert.
See a question in chat here about how to see the brackets. If you want to see the brackets, I will post a link to the Pro-Am bracket here in the chat. But the best way to follow it along there, as we get a 9 mark there to start off leg number 4 here, you just go over to your BullShooter app, go to that Tournament King section, hit all events, and you'll be able to follow every single bracket happening here at the Orlando, Florida Regional.
Yeah, that was a huge 9 mark there. You have to do that when the player like Jesse opens up with a 1 mark, kind of takes advantage, and look at this. 6 mark by James. I don't know how he gets set to the next number he throws so fast.
I mean, he's giving Danny Lobby a run for his money with a throw like that, but we have to kind of hammer in on this a little bit, as it is a Pro-Am, right? Where you're going to see an interesting range here, and you're going to see pros set up shots that they might prefer for themselves that the AMs might not always be as comfortable with, or vice versa.
Agreed. And Robert's going to go to the bullseye. Interesting strategy there, but he hits the double, and maybe that's hey, you know what? Raz is behind me, no disrespect. Let me go to the bull. Let me try to get that out the way since 50 is more than 48.
Yeah, maybe it was just the game shot mentality, right? Trip for single bull. Would have probably preferred it to be on a different number, but it doesn't necessarily hurt in their position here, depending on what James does.
Have to close it. Yeah, I thought about that.
He broke his own rhythm.
That's easy to do with him. Yeah, if he just takes a breath if he throws, he's breaking his own rhythm.
The rhythm might be out the window. Well, a couple people pointing out in chat, the hat's gone on Raz.
Yeah, I think he's listening to the commentary. And now if he can just move that hair a little bit over, and that's a little crooked as well because of the hat. The hat did it.
Look at that. Robert does a good job of teeing this one up. 3/15 away making a 3-1 win here.
Yeah, he's throwing a 6-3-3, and anytime that you're combined throwing a 10-3-3, it's really hard to beat a team in the Pro-Am. So it looks to be a James Strickland and Robert Mitchell victory. Only needing 3 here. Only gets 1, and Jesse can make this interesting. He can put in a 7 or a 9 here and kind of make him think about it next shot.
Fortunately, that's not what he had drawn up there. I mean, now you just go right at these 15s. You grab the 2 15s, probably end this game here. Only a 3 mark needed.
Yeah, just hit the 2 fat. Yeah, like he's gonna do here. Perfect. Nope, you're down in points. Yep, that's all right, Robert. Don't worry about it.
Robert,
They don't have game shot.
the way he ran back, he felt a little bad about doing that. There was no intention behind that.
You know what's the good thing about the I could see the scoreboard?
What?
Robert Mitchell could see the scoreboard too. You know, if he'd have seen that he was down, he wouldn't have turned around to shake the hand. There it is. And James Strickland, Robert Mitchell, Team RJ moving on.
And coming up next on our women's board here, we got the Disney doubles going up against Hatrick Honeys. Will be coming up here in just a moment. It looks like all those ladies did just get to that board here. So let's go ahead and just take a quick moment. We're going to get settled in, make sure all our controls are dialed in. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. We'll be back in not even 5 minutes, guys. Back in the saddle, ready for another great matchup here. We got another ladies doubles matchup on our board. Hatrick Honeys and Disney doubles are going to be playing here, and this should be a phenomenal matchup to see.
Phenomenal. Who am I?
Danny Baggish.
It's unbelievable. Disney doubles, Hatrick Honeys. 2 great team names.
Yeah, they did crush the team name game.
No, that's 2 good team names. And Greenie.
We all love some Greenie.
Absolutely. Oh, Greenie. Haven't seen her in a while. Good to see her still playing.
Yeah, it's great to see her out and about indeed. Disney doubles is going to be Caitlin and Alicia Green, or a.k.a. Greenie is how we'll probably be referring to her for the rest of this. And Hatrick Honeys is going to be Lindsay and Meg here. That's going to be who we're looking at. Should be a fun time on our dartboard.
Say that one more time, Nick.
Yeah, so we're going to have on the Disney doubles Caitlin and Alicia there.
Got it. Thank you.
Off to the races. Lou does leave herself a finish at 153.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see with some of these matches that go on with the freeze rule. You know, that comes into play at times, and there's been a few hiccups, per se, and a lot of people just get the math a little wrong, and those are always fun.
Oh, honestly, I'm a big defender of freeze rule in general. I think that if you're going to have a split score format, it has to be in place. But I love it. I personally love the fact that it makes it feel more combined as a partnership. Although I don't love the feeling of being frozen, as if you get frozen, there's a good chance you're never going to get a chance to shoot the out again.
Yep, hence the reason why I've never asked you to play with me, Nick. So here we are. That was a good low ton by Meg. They both look to be in good control here. 153 for Lindsay and then 124 for Meg. So looks to be 1-0. Wait, are they Disney doubles?
Disney.
No, they're Hatrick Honeys. Meg and Lindsay.
Yes.
Yeah. This is going to be a good day with team names.
It is a little tricky. A lot of times I end up just defaulting to reading the names on the screen. Sometimes not even if I know them or not, it's just easier to keep track of at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry. I'll give you a couple of golden nuggets here to help you out with commentary, Danny.
No, you're good. This is actually going to be really easy because I can just say Hatrick Honeys with a 71.
Yeah, there you go.
Leaving that 53. Little work to do for the Disney double team.
Yeah, basically you have to get one of these scores to a finish, and the other one you have to just bring all the way down. And it sounds rudimentary to say, but I mean, really, you're facing the fact that you're double frozen. Both players are freezing each other, and Wonder Woman just got herself out of it. The Lou here, 128 doesn't even have to go. You're just thinking about, all right, 2 good bowls. I get a dart at it. I get a dart at it.
Yeah, she's gonna stay. She should stay on the bowl there. Just get it down as low as you can, and she does. So. A 116 leaves it at 12, and Greenie here is going to have to hit a hat trick to put herself in any type of position to where a Wonder Woman can have a shot, but misses the first one.
And not going to be able to get herself out of it. So now it's inverse, right? If Meg for some reason doesn't take this out and Lou doesn't, then Wonder Woman has to get all the way down so Greenie has an opportunity. That's your game plan. If you're trying to think of how to get out of that scenario, that's your only route.
Oh, single 4, and there it is.
Pops
no issues. Pops it first try, and it's 1-0 to the Hatrick Honeys.
Going on to game number 2 for our combo format, we're going to be jumping into some cricket here. We do got that Pro-Am match getting ready on our other board. Like I said, we'll be going back and forth covering both of these brackets. You know, we heard a lot of last 2 of where's the ladies at? Well, we're getting some ladies. We're getting some pros. We're trying to get a good mix in here. Of course, we'll get a little bit of the amateurs because it is a Pro-Am, and hopefully get some Am doubles as well, depending on how timing works.
Yeah, it's been a good yesterday. It's going to be a good day today. Getting everyone in the mix here. You know, everyone has their own cup of tea who they want to watch. So you guys are fulfilling everyone's request from yesterday.
Well said.
Yeah, I struggled there for a minute.
I do think one of the interesting changes too, though, is like. Going into last tour, almost every stop had just one board in the middle there to use as the streaming board, and so you were in the bullpen, and it was only you and your opponent. Having 2 boards in there, having the extra bodies there, almost makes it feel a little less pressure, right? You're feeling like, oh, I'm just laying out another board on the floor.
Yeah, when you're in the bullpen, you know you're in the bullpen, whether it's 1 board or 2.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But I like how when you were talking about just the 1 board, you in the bullpen, you against your opponent, you were looking at me as to say that's where I'm used to being, which I appreciate it. That was very well thought out. And
Thank you.
Yeah, but I totally agree. It does make it a little more relaxed per se with having two boards in there, having someone throw next to you. So,
Well, I mean, the best thing that can happen, right, is that you forget you're playing on the stream when you're playing. Especially when you look at some of these amateurs, some of these up and comers on our board. That's where you can see games won or lost that they typically wouldn't lose.
agreed. As Disney doubles here, little bit of a control, but wants to try to hit another triple, but does not get it. Only a 2 mark from Greeny. What a nickname.
Greeny?
Greeny.
It just is stuck. If anybody knows her, she introduces herself as that. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard her referred to as Alicia other than reading her name on a piece of paper.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
So far, 2 girls, 1 bull, a.k.a. Caitlin Myers and Taylor Thaxton, have not dropped a leg yet today. They are sitting 2 rounds in front of this match. So they're currently sitting in the top 4 matches, winner side top 8.
Yeah, that's not surprising. You know, that's going to be a tough team, and obviously there's going to be a few other teams in there that's going to try to push them, but it's hard to say that they're not one of the favorites.
And being a favorite does come with its own line of pressure as well, though.
That it does. Nice 4 mark by Greeny. Puts him up 24 points, plus 2 wedges, and also has a mark on the 18 and 16 here. So Meg's going to want to load up these 18s. Struggling this leg a little bit. Unfortunate blank there. So Caitlin's going to want to take advantage of here. Just shut down the 18 would be good. All you need is 2. Gonna stay there. Oh, just misses. So another opening for the Hatrick Honeys team.
Yeah, overall, Hatrick Honeys has definitely shown us the most stuff so far, even with Disney Doubles kind of having control of this leg. I definitely think overall the momentum's still kind of in their favor.
Yeah, I don't disagree there. Not happy with that dart off the board there. Just kind of got away from her. If I'm Greeny here, I shut the 18 down. She loves the bottom of the board. So she's gonna stay on that 19. Just close the 18. Get it up there. Nope.
Yeah, I wholly agree. 2 numbers plus the mark on the 16 there. There's such a thing as invisible points, right? Those marks that you have on those numbers do technically add up to some points to some degree.
Yes, I agree. And it's going to be also interesting to see how many of these matches go back and forth and actually utilize that round out.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's I would say extremely rare to see on the tour here.
Do you think it's extremely rare, more so one side than the other?
Like, in what way? What do you mean?
Like the women's event, men's event?
I think, I mean, your roundouts are more likely to happen when you either get into a long drawn-out point battle or people are struggling to finish or get closes on the board. So you would typically expect to see that in amateur divisions. You would typically expect to see that in some of the lower-leveled women's matches as well. Even Pro-Am, it does happen. Just the strategy of the game is still at a fairly aggressive point where you don't expect to see roundouts very often.
I totally agree. Again, staying on that 19 because she doesn't shoot that 18, which I would love to see there. So leaves the door open for Meg here.
You're just giving opportunities to the other team to catch a hot streak, right? A 5 mark there, round regained, and now your partner has even more work to do.
She likes the 17 route.
Raz in the chat there. Crooked hair, crooked throat. Terrible, just terrible. Referring to himself earlier on the live stream. That's awesome.
Listen, Raz, look, I love you, my guy. You're a good friend. I will always razz you, whether you're on the stream or not. So, unlucky match there, but hopefully you guys can come back.
Yeah, still in the tournament. Double elimination. Always nice to know that even if you get knocked down, you're not out for the count. So you get knocked down again. This back and forth affairs continuing. Someone's got to try to push the envelope here. This scenario has been the same for the last 6 rounds or so, almost.
Yeah, and you want to know what the reason is for? 18s are still open.
Exactly. Need to take the opportunity here. And on the other hand, you can see Meg trying to just grab a different number, maybe a little frustrated with her 18s. contesting the single mark on it. I don't know if I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with trying to start the pivot, especially knowing that your number could go away at any point. Should go away at this point.
It's got a force field around it.
Yeah, a very frustrating turn there. You can see Caitlin having a little look of frustration.
Yeah, and if I'm the team of Hatrick Honeys, I don't ever come off this 18 until they close it.
I would agree with that. Unless you were so blocked, you felt like there was no other way to go around it. You might as well stay there, ride the advantage until you get a point where you can go and take away some of the territory from the other team.
You know what would be funny?
What would be funny
is if someone was listening to us.
People are.
Would you stop? If they were listening to us and they were out there and then they go to them and coach them on what to throw.
That'd be brutal. I would hit somebody for trying to do that. Oh, that is so funny. Yeah, no, I listen, guys. You can take notes about what we say. Danny Baggish, certifiable professional, whether I'd like to admit it or not. Don't ever take something we said and immediately go up and tell them in the middle of a
Please
match.
don't.
Don't ever do that.
Please don't.
Imagine someone just walks up to Greeny. Yeah, they were saying so. You should close the 18 here.
Oh my gosh,
That's incredible.
We see it and then boom, they go up and just close the 18. That'd be incredible.
There goes the 19s and takes a shot at the 17s here. Back up to the 18s. I think after the close of the 19s, probably would have preferred to just continue to pad it out with the 18s because now you'd officially have the higher plane of field. But in the either hand, they're starting to get that advantage back. That rounds back and forth advantage is now starting to switch.
Yeah, the team's just struggling a little bit here. Greeny's struggling a little bit. She's hoping to kind of come back the next 3 darts. Kind of just got to let that go.
Yeah, you can't really sit there and think about previous turns. The darts is a game of short memories, and you talked about a potential round out. This one's certainly on track. 17 is the current round, 25 in total.
2 17s there. I see Hatrick Honeys going up, closing the 17, and then just punishing that 18 that I feel like should have been closed 10 rounds ago.
I wholeheartedly agree there, Danny. Grabs the 18 first, down to the 17. Might just go over to the 16s. Does do so. Gets a little excited on that last start, but job effectively done there and forces Greeny now to find some perfection.
At least close them. 3 here is not a bad shot. Oh, just low.
And now I'm thinking, if I'm Meg, I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with 2 big single 16s. Give me another number up on the board because we all know if you have that point lead and the number advantage going into the Bulls, especially when you're close to rounding out. I mean, this is a lot of things going right for Hatrick Honeys until that last start.
Yeah, no real concern though, as Disney Doubles needs a big round soon.
Just getting the close there. The absolute bare minimum on that turn. Blue here, single 16. If she hits the 4 mark again, that advantage going to the Bulls is going to be massive.
Oh, it just misses the 15, and this isn't over just yet. Just need one big round here. 3, 4, or 5 marks would be huge from one of them, and there's a triple. Oh, there's 4. So it makes it a little interesting, right? It's only 45 points to where they can get ahead, and a single miss here or something like that can change it back to the Disney doubles, and here we go.
Yeah, and see, I would have bailed out after that first start there. You're talking a 43-point difference. You might as well hit a single 18 at bare minimum.
Yeah, and we're around 25. So if I'm Wonder Woman here,
Grab the 18.
grab the 18. Oh, nice last, though. Nice last. Man, it's crazy to think. And it's not like that there wasn't a couple of turns there that they didn't try to close the 18.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Just a few, just high, just low. So this is going to be a interesting finish.
And you can see still going at the close. I don't even know if they're aware of how close they are to rounding out right now. Like, at this point, I'm almost saying, you know what, there's 4 rounds left. I might not take a shot at the Bulls unless there's nothing else for me to do.
There's no reason for it at this point. You know what I mean? It's going to need a triple.
Oh,
And she gets it.
that's
5
huge.
mark. Huge mark.
That's huge.
Huge round there from Greeny, and it had to happen 3, 4, 5 at one time to make a huge shot to put the pressure, and that might have been it. Oh, she catches the last dart.
What a find on the last. Now this is getting into a very interesting battle. Round 23 of 25. Floats the first one. Settle this.
Oh, just misses inside. Is that inside or outside?
Inside.
Is it? But the inside is the little 15.
It's all a matter of perspective, brother.
Okay.
I hear yuck your yum.
I get it. Oh, is she going to stay there? Nope, she went to the 18, and here we go. Round 24, guys. Round 24, and I wonder if they're talking about that, right?
You know, it's one of those things where it almost slips your mind sometimes, though. Oh, what's she gonna do? She does decide to stay. It's tough because at this point you would expect Meg to hit the 2 mark close, though, but I don't know. Let's see what happens.
A triple here by Meg would kind of. Listen, just close the 18. All 3 darts close the 18.
Oh,
you
single 18 and then as many 15s as you can grab here and force them to have to hit 4 bulls.
Do not go to the 15. Just close the 18. Well, 15 matters here now. There it is.
4 bulls.
That could be it. That should be the game.
Or 4 bulls.
Or 4 bulls.
This is the only option left. This is crazy. Oh my.
Oh.
It's still on. It's still on.
Oh, she just misses. Oh my goodness.
There was a chance there. That was a live one.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that was a dramatic second leg there.
That was.
First round out of the 2 were on the stream.
They knew it though. You could see.
No, it was the right shot.
Yeah.
At the end.
Well, I'm talking about the round out. So you can see that she knew she needed 4 to win, that she was close to the round out. So, just noticing it a little bit earlier in those rounds probably would have been a difference maker.
I wholeheartedly agree. And again, it comes down to some of those shot selections there for these players that kind of led you to that scenario. But it doesn't matter. It's only 1-1, which means this match is still going. Does look like that.
Hatrick Honeys.
Hatrick Honey. Getting the start in the last leg decider here. Going to be a good spot to find yourselves in. And of course, because it's that combo format, we're now at 501 instead of 301.
501, open in, open out. Please just be a 1 game. It was a little bit of a struggle there for both teams, but it was a great leg. Mm-hmm. At the end there, it was a great leg to watch. It had it all.
It really did. And again, with that women's combo format, so now it's going to be stack score fat bowl compared to that split score. So very interesting to see that format change. And that's pretty common with the ladies combo format across the tour. I like it. I don't mind this format at all. It gives a good variety of games.
Yeah, I don't mind it either. And it really lets you play your game in all aspects. As look at this. What a time. Low ton there for Disney doubles. Starts with a 118. Hatrick Honey starts with an 83, so this is going to be a good last leg.
Currently on our Pro-Am board right now, Braswell and Watson 1 bull away from going 2-0 up over Jimmy Sullivan and Rich Sturbins.
That's a good team. Both of them good teams, but I just met Rich this weekend.
You guys ever met before this?
Nope, we sure haven't. So I played him online a couple times, and he's always battled 5+ both times, and then playing with Jimmy, that's a strong team, and for them to go down 2-0 is it's a little shocking.
Yeah, no, it is a little shocking. Of course, Shane Watson's kind of been on the proving grounds for those up-and-coming Florida towns. Really, it makes it interesting that Watson and Braswell are